Alright guys, in this video we're going to be focusing on Morningstar. So, let's take a look at her ability, shall we? Okay. First off, let's start with the fact that she has no blood. So she is in fact bleed immune. You see how those two things go together? Right. Alright, moving to her captured souls. First off, it's a persistent charge, so it goes from fight to fight when she captures souls. Alright, when she has one soul, any physical contact causes her opponent to bleed. 2, her special one gives her an unstoppable buff for 2.5 seconds. Her 3 souls allows her special 2 to become unblockable. 4 souls, she gains energy resistance and a 50% chance of perfect block. 5 souls, she has a 20% chance per hit to steal 50% of life of the damage done to the opponent. Right. Okay, moving along. Heavy attacks. They give her a power gain buff, which is 5% of her max power per captured soul over 15 seconds. Okay, special 1. Each hit deals a bonus energy damage per captured soul. It increases with critical hits. Okay, special 2. Each hit of this attack does bonus energy damage per buff active on the opponent when the attack is triggered. 100% chance to nullify all buffs. Okay, special 3. Morningstar begins to pull her opponent's soul from their body, placing a counter on herself. When she causes damage to the opponent, it increases the counter. When the opponent causes damage to her, it reduces it. When she reaches 100, she captures the soul. If it reaches 0, she loses a soul back to her opponent. She can only capture 1 soul per fight. Okay. So let's move back up to her signature ability, shall we? When she is duped, her signature ability is Soul Link. Alright? If Morningstar has less than 1 captured soul at the start of the fight, she gained 1. Which means anytime you're fighting a duped Morningstar, whether on defense, you're going to bleed every time you make contact with her, as I'm sure everybody knows. Okay. Where are we? Morningstar's weapon grants link to her opponent's soul, allowing her to siphon away a portion of their power from any fury, power gain, or regeneration buffs they trigger, reducing their potency by a certain percentage and granting her her own buff. Okay, which is nice. So when she siphons a fury, she gains a certain amount of attack, regeneration, a certain amount of health, and power gain, so and so percentage of power gain. I'm not going to really give you these numbers because this Morningstar we're looking at right now is a 4-star rank 1, and she's only dupe 20, so it's really irrelevant. But moving along, we're going to see some videos which were given to me by a friend of mine, Bod Slayer. He's a very talented Morningstar user, so I figured it'd be better to let him show you what she's capable of. Alright, so let's get into the videos. Alright guys, let's get started. So this is the Act 5 Vitality Path. Right now he's using the Guillotine and Mephisto synergies. Guillotine gives you a soul if you're below 2 souls, and Mephisto lets you start with a bar of power. So you can see he started the fight with the heavy attack to gain the power gain buff, so that he could make his way to the special 3 much faster to capture another soul. If you saw it before, he also captured part of Venom Pool's regeneration, gaining her own regeneration buff. So now she has 3 captured souls, and he starts putting in work here. You see, he can regen some of that health. It's nice. She does some nice damage too. Even, basically pretty stock. Alright, so he did this fight pretty quickly. It was pretty straightforward, 32 hits. It's pretty good. Pretty straightforward. Next would be a better example of what Morningstar can do. She's facing a champion with more active buffs in Angela. Okay, so starts again with the heavy to get the power gain buff. She has 3 souls active now, so remember that. Her special 2 becomes unblockable. She's also siphoning part of the regeneration and fury from Angela. Special 2 did some big damage right there, and you can see the difference in how fast she went down. It was a much quicker fight. Okay, next we have Voodoo. Voodoo. So at the start of the fight, she's going to now siphon Voodoo's regen, giving herself some. This allows Morningstar to have a really strong survivability when doing quests. She also has the ability to lifesteal once you reach 5 souls, which she's not there yet, but she's able to gain health and other means. Right now, she's going to capture another soul. The counter's up. It's at 50 as it started. Now he moves in. Attacks her. The counter's rising, which will give Morningstar her 4th captured soul, which now gives her a 50% perfect block chance and energy resistance. As you can see from the first fight versus Benpool, where he took some damage, she's now basically at full health. And it's another quick fight. Next, we're going to be moving to Wolverine. As you can imagine from the other fights now, she's going to regen a lot off of him. Anytime he gets a buff, she's going to siphon part of it. Which makes her really, really great for questing. She's now at full health. Alright. Using the special 3 to go capture another soul. This will be her 5th, now allowing her to have a 20% chance to per hit to lifesteal 50% of the damage per hit. Wolverine doesn't have any fury or any, attack increase buff, so she's not really gaining much attack damage or anything, but she's still at perfect health. And she makes it, pretty quick fight out of Wolverine on a vitality path. So, okay, in this fight, Morningstar is going to be facing off against X-23. This is the same Act 5 vitality path. Okay, Morningstar is now maxed out in souls with 5, so all of her abilities are active. Her unstoppable, her bleed damage, her unblockable special 2, her energy resistant, perfect block chance, her lifesteal, all active. So when using Morningstar for a quest, she now has the means to save you a lot of potions and revives. Her survivability is very high. There are a lot of means, a lot of ways she can regen or restore her health if any damage is taken. So, just keep that in mind if you're wondering about your next Mystic Champ to rank up. Okay, in this next video, Morningstar is going to be facing off against that Act 4 Venom, the pesky one, 76,000 hit points, and that gets a lot of buffs throughout the course of the fight. Well, you're going to see how easily Morningstar can take him down, as you see right there. And the fight's over. There's not really much to say about it. It was really, really fast. Alright, in this last fight, guys, we're going to show you Morningstar's lifesteal potential. Okay, he starts to fight with the heavy to gain the power gain buff, which seems to be his MO. And he uses the L1, and you can see the potential of lifesteal of every hit. This Miss Marvel has 65,000 hit points, and he's able to do her down in 21 hits. Thank you. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Have a great night. I'm out.